over the years, I have been a fierce opponent of red light cameras and speed cameras. And every time I pick on the red light cameras or the speed cameras or both, it draws a pretty strong reaction, first and strongest from people who have received tickets from the red light or speed cameras who are just so mad they can't stand it. And then second, we hear from people in law enforcement or in public safety who feel that I am contributing to public harm and that I am, in fact, encouraging bad behavior or discouraging things that would make things safer. And we have a police chief who wants to have a word with me, and this is Chief Patterson. And Chief, I want to welcome you to the Clark Howard Show. How are you doing today?
Thank you, and thank you so very much for having me.
Well, Chief, tell me, on the red lights, are you a jurisdiction, do you oversee a jurisdiction that has red light or speed cameras?
Yes, we do.
And in your opinion, and you may have direct fact, am I wrong?
Well, I'm not going to suggest that any position is wrong. What I can suggest to you, Mr. Howard...
Oh, please call me Clark.
What I can suggest to you, Clark, is that red light cameras in my jurisdiction have significantly reduced the serious accidents and fatalities that occurred in the 3 years prior to the installation of the cameras.
So you're talking about the T-bones that happen from people running a red light?
Yes, sir. That is absolutely correct. That typically severely injure or kill or terribly damage vehicles and increase insurance rates for all of the citizens.
All right. Now, here's a question for you.
Yes.
Because, you know, it's been my contention all through the years, and this is what has always upset people in law enforcement, is that I've said the only purpose of the red light cameras and the speed cameras is to increase revenue for a local jurisdiction. Now, I have a proposal. And what if you gave people a waiver of a fine for running a red light that they were captured on camera if they took an approved driver safety course?
Well, I don't think that would necessarily be a bad idea. I think what we ultimately are trying to do is to correct or modify behavior. And any combination of ideas, such as the one that you've just suggested, if it helps to enhance safety, I'm all for it.
Well, Chief Patterson, I want to thank you very much for joining me on the Clark Howard Show. And I want to make sure, for those just tuning in, Chief Patterson is a police chief in a jurisdiction that has red light cameras at intersections. And I want to tell you how gentlemanly you've been with me here on the air, because I know you're kind of hot under the collar about how fierce I am in my opposition to the cameras. And I appreciate you taking the opportunity to come on the air with me.